Hello, I'm Brenda and I'm a volunteer at Springvale Community Garden, and we're here this morning at the Riverside Nature Area, which is separate to the main community garden and special in that it's open access. So there are people who come here to walk their dogs, to have a lovely walk, to look at all of the nature that's around here. Lots of birds. With it being the riverside, that attracts different kinds of birds and animals as well. And over 10 years, this Riverside Nature Area has kind of been a work in progress. Lots of work was done on it around 10 years ago, but as you can imagine, over 10 years, the steps have begun to erode a bit. The boardwalks over the marshy area have started to rot, and also just general wear and tear, and things have got overgrown. Now, we've made a good start because we had some help from the local council, which was brilliant. But actually, there's a load more to do. There's loads more trees to plant, and we need to organise for that. And also, there are more structural things. More of the boardwalk needs repairing. More of the steps need repairing, so that it's safe, accessible, and inviting for people to come and visit. Because that's what we want. Our vision is that there'll be school parties come down here more often to really explore, and it's on the doorstep for a couple of the primary schools, so more people to come down. I see Cubs having overnight camps here and cookouts, and as well as just everybody in the community coming down and enjoying this brilliant bit of natural, very natural open space. And let's face it, particularly this year, who hasn't needed a bit of fresh air and a bit of open access space? So thank you to the co-op for making us one of their good causes for this year. Okay, so we've moved around a little bit so that you can see the steps, and also you can see how steep it is. So you can imagine that it needs to be really safe for people to make it down the steps. So some of the repairs have happened further up, but further down here there's still quite a lot of rotting wood, and also the hard core needs to be backfilled so that people can step into it safely. So plenty more work to do.
My name's Jane. I'm a volunteer with Springvale Community Garden, and we help to look after this open access area at the bottom of John Street in Springvale. As you can see, we've got another flight of steep steps here that need maintaining regularly for safety reasons and to make the access easier, and that leads down onto this boardwalk across this boggy area, which again needs constant maintenance as the wood starts to wear. We've already planted quite a lot of trees down here, all native species, and we have plans to plant a lot more as well.
So here we are down by the river, which is beautiful, and the sound of the water I think is really special, particularly this year when everybody needed it for their mental health and just having a sense of well-being, really. It's a beautiful spot, really beautiful.
You can hear the birds singing. It's just a beautiful place to be.
And interesting too, actually, because it's such it's been a really industrial area, and when you look really closely, you can still see signs, can't you, Jane? There have been works here, and so there's little bits of industrial heritage. That's perhaps a bit grand. Anyway, there's bits and pieces you can see where you definitely know that there's been some industry around here, that nature's taken over.